come back, I'ma give back my bad. When a check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When a check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
STRO. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support bra. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Uno, no, I can't be number 2. MVP, the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Here's Justin Jackson, second-year man out of Northwestern. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, this is Jackson. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jackson. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On 1st down, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. This one complete to Theo Rennick. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Set, ready, 8, read.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He's going to go up top. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And another tackle broken. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Focus, defense, focus.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsay. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. Now it's Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and inches, Locke. This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Locke now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Don't throw this way.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Set. 10 logo.
50. Get ready. Get ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it. Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's... brought down
to DJ Chark. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jackson.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down now, it's Jackson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Justin Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Alpha. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go. Mike 50.
Flacco. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Finds his rookie first-rounder. It's Noah Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Flacco's throw there, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Flacco will take to the air again. The completion to Ridden. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Theo Riddick, as the first half is winding down, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll throw now on the final play. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll run this with Homer. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
Made by Kareem Jackson. A gain of 22 yards.
Ready.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. is confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Hey. 44.
First and 10 here for Flacco. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On first down, Jackson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Jackson. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Minshew sets to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flacco, there goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Push him back.
Hey, Echo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And McManus able to put it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Minshew throwing on third down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Flacco leaves to Lindsey on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Flacco. He completes this to Sutton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He finds Riddick complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Once more, it's Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Recon, 152,
Flacco right back to work after the pick six. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Flacco. This is Riddick on the screen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, exit. Hurry up.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Flacco. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flacco looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Theo Riddick with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready, break.
Let's get the ball.
Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Deep grip. Deep grip.
On the run, this is Jackson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1, 2.
They run the counter. Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Flacco, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go pass again with Flacco. Open man here is Hamilton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. To pass, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Flacco.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Here's Flacco. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on, let's go.
Passing play. Flacco steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long. One last gasp for Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll sink now to 0-4.